Hello and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is a daily reading for October 16th, 2019. I just want to send a huge shout out and a virtual hug to all of my new and returning subscribers. I love you guys so much, and I just want to thank you for being on this journey with me. While I'm shuffling the cards and getting the reading ready, go ahead and if you want, do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and at the end of the video, comment and share if that's something that you like to do. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this reading. It is a reading for the collective, for all signs, for October 16th, 2019. So spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides, please tell us what we need to know. What messages do you have for us for October 16th, 2019? What messages do you have for us October 16th, 2019? Okay. Stay tuned to the end of this video where I have linked your Aries full moon readings that are from Aries full moon October 13th or 14th through September 28th when we have our new moon in Scorpio. So go ahead and check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this reading. The overall energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, and this is the Seven of Cups. This is all about choose wisely. One of my favorite readers always says the Seven of Cups is like a dump truck load of abundance. And I love that interpretation of this. But when there's a lot to choose from, Spirit is asking you to be discerning and choose from your highest good or for your highest good. Because here you can see this man has chosen the jewels, all that glitters. And remember that all that glitters is not gold. So what he chose, after choosing, he ended up getting this serpent wrapped around his waist. So again, the message here from Spirit is choose wisely. Okay, it's very important. We have the Queen of Wands in reversed, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And the Queen of Wands, when she's in reverse, can be somebody who's very, very, for lack of a better word, very bitchy. Again, this can be male or female, so gender here is fluid. But the Queen of Wands in reverse is somebody very bitchy, most likely Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, and she's somebody who's very social. She's somebody who's very powerful, has a lot of social status, has a lot of friends. In the upright, she's a diva. She's amazing. She's divine. She's the person everyone wants to be with. She brings light and joy into the room. She's always protected by a black cat because she enjoys life so much. Her legs are often depicted as spread because she does have a lot of sexual energy as well. But in the reverse, she's somebody who's scorned, and when she's scorned, she will turn on you. She may, she's the type that, for those of you that are single, you know that like when you break up with this person or they're feeling angry or betrayed, that they'll go and like sleep with one of your best friends for revenge. It's somebody who, she's very fiery. She'll pick things up and throw things. So this could either be, a side of you. It could have to do with a relationship, somebody that you're dealing with, or just the situation is a little bit, I want to say volatile, because it's very passion fueled, but there's not a lot of thought that goes into reactions. It's very impulsive energy. And we have two kings here. We do have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands showing up. So this very well might be a love relationship, a divine partnership. It may also be this Queen of Wands having to choose between two men or two masculine energies, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But again, it could also speak to different sides of you, okay, that we all have so many different aspects to our personality, and so, what part is being touched or provoked due to a certain situation or a time or the astrology. Okay, so remember, if it doesn't resonate with you, also don't try to make it fit your life if it doesn't resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you in a love relationship, then it may just be, we may be just receiving messages about different aspects of yourself. So this Queen of Wands in reverse is very volatile, very fiery, pick something up and throw it, you know, I'm going to burn your house down type energy. And here we have the King of Cups, and the King of Cups here is, you know, the King of Cups is somebody who has controlled his emotions, his intuition. He's a visionary. He's very creative. He's so comfortable in his emotions. He's that like amazing dad energy who's just nurturing and loving and stable. But here, you know, he's taken his cup and he's just kind of dumping it out. So he could be, I'm really getting in reaction to this Queen of Wands energy. He's like, I'm over this. I'm done. You know, maybe this King of Cups, and maybe this is you as well, has a lot of options and doesn't have the time to deal with all of this sort of drama, and he feels like it's really unnecessary drama, and he's just letting it go and he's dropping it, you know. And this may be in your family life, or in your job, or in your personal relationships. There may be a lot of drama surrounding you at the moment, or you might be sort of feel like you're stuck in it. And the King of Cups, he doesn't want anything to do with it. He's just over it. He's too mature. He's too comfortable with who he is, where he sits in his emotions. And you know what? And he's done with this cycle. He's moving on to bigger and better things. With the World card coming out, this is beautiful, because the World card is, you know, all about completing a cycle. It's about having everything that you've been working hard towards coming into fruition, and you just being really comfortable. You start the journey as the Fool, and you have these infinite possibilities, and it's really all about up leveling. And I'm getting that that's this energy here of the King of Cups, like has no time for indecision, has no time for vanity, has no time for, you know, just these sort of like really boring, mundane things, you know, because he's got his eyes set on, you know, on bringing about a new cycle, about being successful in his personal relationships, or at work, or, you know, in his life, and up leveling. And, you know, he's vibrating at such a higher frequency than this Queen of Wands energy, that he just doesn't have any time for it. And it's, you know, and that's what he's got to do. So, you know, you do what you got to do. You know, so we can't all get along always, you know, but we can just sort of be like, yeah, I've had enough. I'm leaving, walk away, because, you know, there's something bigger, better, and brighter that he's looking towards. And here then we have the King of Wands, and I love this because, you know, the King of Wands, on his robe, he has these salamanders that are usually coming full circle, and they're very much so like this snake, which is the Aura Borealis, I can't remember how to say it. The snake that's eating itself is this sort of wreath. And we see the same thing happening here with those lizards. And he's sort of completed a cycle. You know, he's very passionate. He's a great ruler. He's a great leader. You know, he's been able to harness his passions, and use all of his experience and his lust for life. And you can see here the King of Cups, he's kind of off to the side. He's not as direct. He might be a little bit less, he's very comfortable in his feelings, but he's turning away and kind of, you know, on his way out the door, away from this Queen of Wands drama, and completing the cycle. And now look, he's facing everyone. He's so comfortable. He's like, bring it on. You know, I've defeated, you know, I've made my choices, no matter how confusing it might have been. You know, I made the right choice. I went with what was in my heart and what was in my gut, you know, and I left this energy behind, you know, and he just up leveled. You know, he up leveled, and he's just sitting so comfortably in, you know, and he could be a CEO, it could be a businessman, so it really could relate to, you know, work, or, you know, any sort of entrepreneurial endeavor, but it could also relate to love and relationships as well. So Spirit, please give us some additional information for the collective for October 16th, 2019. Okay, whoops. All right, so the first card out, solar plexus chakra. I'm also going to take the next card, which is sacrifice. Very nice. I like this a lot, and I'm just going to pull one more card. Thank you, Spirit. And financial and material changes. Yeah, so this very well may have to do more with like a love relationship. It could have to do with some sort of job or some sort of business opportunity, where you had to make your choice, and it looks like you made the choice to step away from this drama. The solar plexus chakra speaks of setting boundaries and using your will and your strength to really create what it is you want. And I think, and I'm really getting, not I think, I'm really getting that you really, you said, you know what, I'm not putting up with this energy. This is also the color of the sun. It's that warmth, it's that brightness that you said, you know what, this doesn't work for me, and I have no need for this drama, this reversed Queen of Wands energy. It could have been a person, or it could have been just the way somebody was behaving, or it could have been, a certain situation, and you made that sacrifice. But that sacrifice seemed like a sacrifice for you because the King of Cups is very empathetic. He's very emotional. It's hard for him to say no. He's not a natural born leader because he is so empathetic and he feels so deeply. So sometimes he has a hard time saying no, especially to the ones he loves or anything that he's emotionally attached to. So really calling on that strength of his core and that solar plexus chakra, for him, it was like making this beautiful sacrifice to bring about the changes that he needed. And this sacrifice here, she has, she's had to maybe do things or behave in a separate way or in a different way just to bring about these financial and material changes. And I get that these are really positive because, again, if we look at how that works with the King of Wands is a CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He's somebody who's very good with money. He's very good with relationships. He's very passionate about what he does. And he has this like beautiful, very sort of luxurious life and this warm, strong energy about him. And he has no problem setting boundaries and doing what's best for him and, the people around him. So really nice energy here, you guys. So let's go ahead and pull some Wisdom of the Hidden Realms energy cards to see what what energies can assist us on October 16th, 2019. And it looks like we had 2 jumpers pop out. Okay, so here we have the Dream Walker, dreams, the collective good, illusions. Really, really nice energy because, again, here, the 7 of Cups card, this can be all about illusions, okay, and making sure that you make the right choice and you kind of cut through, ground yourself and cut through those illusions so you make the right choice. So remember, all that glitters isn't gold, and he's made the wrong choice, and this serpent has, is strangling him. So relying on his will and his strength and setting boundaries. Okay, this King of Cups turns away from this Queen of Wands energy and becomes this King of Wands, forceful, sitting in his power, lovely, beautiful, warm fire energy. Okay, and he made the right choice for the collective good. Okay, not only just for himself, but for the collective good, which we see in this World card. Okay, and also, it was like a sacrifice. He didn't choose, what was just best for him. He chose, sort of more of a victory, okay, for everyone involved. And here we have the Ice Queen, the ideas preserved, non-action, and entitlement. So again, it could be that this is this Queen of Wands energy. This totally shut down that energy, and this up-leveling and this completion of a cycle, and the King of Wands sort of, was able to reverse this Queen of Wands in reverse and sort of freeze it by, and not allow it to have any power in, his life anymore. Okay, and also I'm getting that, the sense of entitlement, 8 and 2 is 10, okay, which is like a completion of a cycle, and that you're entitled to these financial and material changes because you've done the work, you stood up for yourself, you did what was right. You were able to sort of see through any BS and see past the drama and make sacrifices where sacrifices were needed. And that is, what a good leader, whether it's, leader, head of a family, a business, or, in a relationship, taking the reins. So that's really, really nice energy, you guys. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull one more angel card for you. All right. And the answer is reconsider. Huh, interesting. Okay. So very interesting. So I'm getting that this really playing into these options that you were offered. I think that maybe, you know, at times you're thinking, you know, you were thinking like, oh, I've got to walk away. This was such a bad idea. You know, I think maybe this Queen of Wands energy, whether it was a proposition or it was a relationship, that you really had to sort of reconsider your options. And maybe you wanted to choose, you know, the riches and go for what seemed like it was best for you. But Spirit saying, stop, reconsider, make sure that, you know, you're doing what's best for you and for your whole tribe. Okay, so really interesting reading here, you guys. And I'm also just getting, you know, like you're making the right choices, even if it might feel a little bit funny, or you might feel like, well, why do I have all of this drama in my life, you know? So it's really important that you harness your, you know, your emotions, your intuition, and just sort of leave that in the past. It's really low vibration. And, you know, for you trying to achieve what you want to achieve, you know, you can't be stuck or hindered or, you know, pause in that low vibrational energy. It just, you know, it doesn't serve you at all. Okay. So I'm just going to pull a little divine door and see what door Spirit wants us to walk through. It's going to be this pretty little green one. I love it. So this is a little underground door that's underneath a rock. It's kind of like one of those houses built like a cave house. And it says, nomad, the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside. So take the leap now, don't crawl back and hide. Yeah, I love that. That really works. So it's telling you, you know, I think you're kind of, you feel like you're wavering a little bit because you are a little bit confused. This is saying really sort of ground yourself, okay? You know, it's time to take a leap so you can sort of close out this sort of older cycle, get away from that, this sort of drama, that whatever it is, that drama that's been keeping you in a low vibration, and move on, you know, wander and start a new cycle. Because when you get the world card, you know, after the world, you go back to being the fool. And both in the world and in the fool, you know, we have the shape of an egg. You know, the fool is 0, and we have this, you know, the snake eating itself, and it's all about the infinite possibilities. So I really like that. So, you know, make sure that, you know, Spirit wants you to know that you've made the right choice, and not going with, you know, necessarily the most glittery, shiny, obvious answer. And it's required making some sort of sacrifice. But, you know, also just like I'm getting here, don't doubt yourself. All right, so if you guys like this reading, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, or give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment and share if that's something you like to do. And just remember, you guys, I love you so much. And stay tuned. I have linked to the end of this video your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for your for each individual sign. Full moon in Aries until your new moon in Scorpio, which is September 28th. So thank you guys, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.